Hey, welcome back everybody. It's Robert, Rule of Two Review, and today we've got tons of Watch Dogs news. So that intro was actually kind of hard to say. Watch Dogs news was for some reason a tongue twister for me. I probably did 3 takes of that intro because try saying it. Watch Dogs news doesn't sound as natural as Watchdog news. Anyway, that stuff aside, 2 things I want to go over really quickly before I get into the video. First and foremost, please excuse my voice. I don't know what's going on. I don't really feel sick, but I feel like I'm starting to lose my voice. It feels kind of, I feel like I sound like a teenager or something, like it keeps cracking. I don't know. When you host a show like this, that's, you know, you're not really ever looking at my face. Actually, you're never looking at my face. You've never seen it, but you're always hearing my voice. You know, you have to think about it. If you feel like your voice doesn't sound very good, it's like, am I going to be able to do my job okay? And you guys are only relating to me through my voice and how I talk about news and stuff. So I figured I would at least give you that quick little comment that I'm losing my voice, and just kind of bear with me on that one. The other thing is, I really quickly have to say, I know it feels like I do this a lot in my videos, but it's really important for me to do this. I've been getting so much positive feedback the last week or so. I mean, more so than normal. Overall, we've gotten a bunch of good feedback ever since starting the channel way back in October, only 6 months old now. But the last week especially, a ton of new subscribers, 15 or 20 in the last couple of days, and a lot of good feedback. I've gotten some emails and private messages and lots of comments on the videos. It's all been positive. People seeming really shocked and surprised that we don't have as many subscribers as other channels. I don't know how the hell some guys really get up to thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions of subscribers. I guess it just takes years and years of doing it. You know, I'm only 6 months old here, Rule of Two Review, so it is what it is. Regardless, I'm super proud of what I've accomplished, what we've accomplished, myself and Mr. Chad have accomplished on the channel, and the fact that you guys seem to really enjoy what it is that we do and really like what I do, and you know, the Let's Plays that Mr. Chad does and the gaming commentary that I do. It seems like you guys really dig it, and the kind words couldn't mean more to me. So thank you so much. Again, we're closing in on 200 subscribers. Once that happens, I'm going to do another contest on the Facebook page. So I will remind you really quickly to follow the links below that I post in every single video, that you can go to the Facebook page and like it. I mostly post the videos and a few fun questions and stuff trying to get people involved in the gaming community. So go ahead and like that. And once I hit 200 subscribers, which maybe is only going to take another week or so, I'm going to do a contest and give out some free stuff for people. So I definitely go and do that. Again, thank you guys for the comments. We're going to keep all the great gaming content coming. You know, this is what we do. There's no reason to stop. So, you know, keep an eye out for more stuff in the future. And thank you so much. Okay, so my love letter to the fans aside, it's time to talk about some Watch Dogs stuff. Today is all next-gen related Watch Dogs news, and I know that the last couple months I've made a lot of Watch Dogs videos, and they seem to be really popular too, so that's good. It seems like people really care about news about that game. It is a game that is like at the tippy top of my list of upcoming games. Really excited for it. I, of course, as a Nintendo and Wii U fan, first and foremost, will be playing that version, which means I have longer to wait to play it. Most of you out there are probably going to be playing one of the other 5 versions, whether it's next gen, last gen, or PC. That's what I'm, you know, there's a lot to choose from. That comes out in just a month and a half, May 27th. So really exciting to know that that game's going to be coming soon. I can't wait to hear how people are reacting to it when it comes out. The news today, all 3 of the next-gen versions, PlayStation 4, Wii U, Xbox One, have different news-related items and stories relating to the game. So I'm going to get to all those. And first, I'll start with the ones that relate directly to both the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions. So what's interesting to note specifically about the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions, since those are coming out sooner, this news seems to be relevant to those ones, is that it's kind of that tired, old, tried and true, you know, resolution conversation coming back. It's been a big conversation amongst a lot of games, a lot of gamers, and within the industry, specifically comparing the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 mostly. Ever since those systems have launched, you know, Call of Duty and Tomb Raider were 2 examples of games that garnered a lot of buzz around this conversation, and it's created a lot of kind of an unfortunate sort of battle between gamers. I mean, one that already existed and it goes back, you know, many years. But the battle between what system is better and for what reasons and blah, blah, blah. Because a lot of games are coming out 1080p and sometimes 60 frames per second on the PlayStation 4, and they're not able to quite get that running that way on the Xbox One. You know, a lot of those games are coming out at 720 and 920. And in the case of Titanfall, I can't even remember now, something like 792p, or I even made a video about it, and I don't even know, like, that seems to be happening. So people have this issue with the fact that the Xbox One isn't able to run the same resolution all the time that the PlayStation 4 is able to do, you know, for games that are multi-platform coming out on both systems. So that seems to be the case as of right now for Watch Dogs, although that's not confirmed. So what has happened is a quote from somebody working on the game from Ubisoft. I do not have the quote in front of me, so I'm sorry. But he basically said they've got the game optimized and running how they want on the PlayStation 4 already. They know it's going to be 1080p. I don't think that there's a frame rate that's confirmed for either version, but they have said we have the PlayStation 4 version running at maximum resolution, which is 1080p. That's great. And he said that we're working to, you know, get the best performance out of both machines, and the Xbox One, we're working to get that out of that as well. But he basically didn't confirm that the Xbox One is running at 1080p. So you have to assume or wonder, does that mean that the Xbox One version of Watch Dogs on May 27th will be running at 720 or 900p or something else around there, basically not 1080p? And the other question is, does that really matter? I've talked about this subject many, many times across many topics on my videos, but it seems to be important, relevant, people care about it, and it keeps coming up, so I kind of have no choice to talk about it. Plus, again, I'm really excited about Watch Dogs, so I enjoy talking about this game. Does it really matter? I'm going to stick to my guns on this one. No, I don't think it matters. Provided that any one version, in this respect, the Xbox One version of the game, doesn't release as a buggy, glitchy, choppy mess compared to the other versions, then no, it doesn't matter. If it does release that way, then yes, it obviously does matter. And you don't want any version of any game to be launching and not be, you know, up to par with other versions, or at least be unplayable. That's the kind of thing that you want to avoid. So we don't want the Xbox One version to be unplayable. However, if the frame rate stays okay, the game isn't buggy, and it's at 720 or 900p, it's still going to look very pretty, and it's still going to play well. And that's all it really needs to do first and foremost. Could there be a version that runs and plays and looks a little bit better? Sure. That seems like that'll be the PlayStation 4 version. The Wii U version may be doing that as well. They haven't talked about the resolution on that one, mostly because that's coming out later. It's probably going to run just fine. But then again, the Xbox One version is probably going to run fine. So if the PlayStation 4 is the best running and best looking version, and it is the most powerful of the three consoles, then that's fine, provided that the other two look and run fine as well. I don't think it really has to matter. The reason it does matter, excuse me, and the reason it does matter is because people are making it matter, and people use it as fodder to compare their systems and say, oh, the Xbox version, the Xbox One is shit because it can't run Watch Dogs and Tomb Raider at 1080p, but the PS4 can, so the PS4 is better and the Xbox One is shit, and blah, 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 blah. So, okay, obviously, yes, that means one system is a little bit more powerful and running games a little bit better than the other. Yeah, but that doesn't have to be a negative slight towards the Xbox One. I mean, I've said this exact thing so many times. I hate to be repeating myself, guys, but it just keeps coming up, you know, and same on the Wii U version. So I don't know. The good news is we haven't had it confirmed the Xbox One won't be running in 1080p, so let's kind of have a wait and see attitude. Hopefully it will be, so people don't have to create this freaking argument and keep talking badly about the Xbox One. I'm sure it's a fine machine. Let's just give it some time. I don't think that we have to turn it into this conversation. So personally, I don't really care. Do you guys think it matters? Do you care? You know, share your comments and let me know what you think, because I'm definitely curious as to your thoughts. And the other cool next-gen Watch Dogs news for today is about the Wii U version, which, as I said earlier, we know was confirmed to be delayed. The other 5 versions, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC have all been confirmed for May 27th, just a couple weeks down the road. Wii U version was delayed. We had to confirm that they delayed it to maximize that game for the console, to make sure that it was looking and running the best, and that they were going to utilize that gamepad in all the fantastic ways that that game really sort of demands. So I'm really excited for that. I can't wait to play that version. I'm glad it's coming. The delay sucks, but ultimately, just to know it's coming and it's going to be maximized to use that gamepad the way it's supposed to be, for me, totally worth it. That's just me. You may disagree, but I'm fine with it, provided I get the best game possible. So that's what that is. However, it was recently confirmed that the game has now, they basically, Ubisoft has just said that the game should be coming out fall 2014. And I think that was always kind of assumed. I was assuming that, and probably most of you and most industry insiders are probably assuming the same thing. But apparently, this confirmation seems to lead lend credence to the fact that some people thought it might be coming out even later, such as 2015. That would be so tragic. I would just be devastated if it was going to come out that late in the game. Granted, it would still be the version I would play. I'm going to support Nintendo and support the version I believe would be the best, which would be the Wii U version with the gamepad. But, you know, to me, it always seemed to make sense that they would only need another couple of months. We've had it confirmed that the game has been running on the hardware for quite a while. I actually made a video about this topic, and so I'm going to link that below. So please go and check that out because there's a lot of good information on that. But, you know, regardless, some people thought 2015, some people weren't sure, blah, blah, blah. Here we have the confirmation. It's going to be fall this year, and I think that that's going to be great. Only 6 months should be pretty okay. And what's great is when searching for people's reactions across the internet about Watch Dogs and the Wii U and the delay and stuff, luckily most people who are Wii U fans or at least want to play that game on the Wii U seem to be okay waiting. The initial sort of gut reaction where people were kind of upset about it or spelling doom for the game and blah, 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 all these really unfortunate things, that seems to have gone away and subsided. And now the true gamers and the true supporters of the game and, the Wii U as a console seem to be now just coming together in excitement for the fact that the game is going to be coming. We got this confirmation of fall this year. Hey, that could be as early as late August, early September for all we know. I'm sure Nintendo wants that game out on its console as soon as possible. I don't want the hype and buzz for the game to have died by the time it releases on the Wii U. Even though my hype will be up there, I don't want the general public's reaction to be kind of like, oh, that game is over, been there, done that. I want people to still feel excited for this game when it releases on the Wii U. But at the end of the day, that's less important. Just the fact that it's coming, just the fact that it's this year, and just the fact that I myself and hopefully a lot of you are looking forward to playing that version of the game, I think is going to be really, really cool. I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with the gamepad, as well as, we don't really know the resolution conversation on that one either. We do know that a lot of the upcoming Wii U games are going to be running at 1080p and are going to be 60 frames per second. So depending on what the PS4 and Xbox One versions of these games do turn out looking like the previous conversation I was just having, it could probably have an impact on how the Wii U version looks as well. Giving the game extra time to be developed for the Wii U could help it run at 1080p and 60 frames per second, or one or the other. So that's going to be really cool to see too. We know the system's capable of it, just like the Xbox One is, so I don't know why that keeps being a problem for developers, but whatever, that's just the way it is. It's kind of the problem of multi-platform games. When you make a game exclusive for a console, you're able to maximize all the different power and aspects of a game running that are available to you. It's pretty neat, and that's why I think exclusives tend to work better on systems. When you make it for a multi-platform, you have to take into account a lot of different factors, and sometimes you have to develop for the lowest common denominator, and that can hold back the ultimate version of the game. And it's an ongoing problem that we've always had. And that's the case with Watch Dogs. It's multi-platform. It's releasing on every available platform, next gen and last gen, including PC. So there's a lot to consider when developing it. Regardless, I think it's going to turn out great no matter what system you're playing it on, no matter what resolution it is. Provided it's not a buggy mess, this game is going to kick ass. So I hope you're as excited for it as I am. Whether it's the Wii U version, the last gen version, the PC version you're going to be playing, doesn't really matter. It's going to be a great game. I hope you're excited. What do you guys think about Watch Dogs in general? Like I said, the Wii U version and its delay, the resolution across all three platforms, the next gen, the last gen version. What do you guys think? Are you excited or not? Alrighty, guys. Well, that's it for the next-gen Watch Dogs news for today. A lot of news to kind of cram into one video, so I tried to make it really quick and concise and compact. Hopefully it turned out well and you guys dug it. So, of course, thanks for tuning in. If you like what it is that I'm doing and you like a Rule of Two review, like I said before, please subscribe to the channel. You can also like and share the video, share your comments and your thoughts below. Follow the links below to the Facebook page and like that, and look for the contest coming up once I hit 200 subscribers. And yeah, I think that's it. So thanks for tuning in. And as always, I will catch you guys next time.